Tilder! What is this? This is the Era 4 standard audio repair plugins made by Accusonus. How much does it cost? Approximately $120. It can repair all these common problems with your audio. It's super simple to use. And for the first time on this channel, you have a chance to win it for absolutely free. Do I recommend this? If you're a filmmaker that wants nothing to do with audio post-production, but you don't have money to pay some other person to do it, yes. If you're an advanced filmmaker that already learned the ins and outs of all the more advanced plugins, then no. These plugins are not going to give you enough control. Done. Roll that intro. What's going on, everybody? You're watching Too Long Didn't Read Filmmaker, where the answers comes first, the reasons come last, but we're constantly and always still learning. So today I'm super excited to announce that for the first time on this channel, there is a nice, awesome free giveaway valued at $120 because this episode is being sponsored by Accusonus. Now, who is Accusonus exactly? Well, they've made a bundle of plugins that's specifically meant to be easy to use and to repair your audio in a pinch. So if you want a chance to win these awesome plugins, make sure you check out the description or the pinned comment to see how you can enter. But without further ado, let's dive into these plugins and let's talk about why you might want to check it out or at most try to win it for free. When Accusonus developed these plugins, they wanted to make sure they accomplished two tasks. Obviously to repair your audio, but they wanted to make sure it's super simple. Because right now I can hear a couple of you saying, why would I pay $120 when my editor already comes with plugins that essentially do the same thing? You're not wrong. But the plugins that come with Final Cut, Adobe, and Davinci, there are a lot more parameters for you to have to learn, mess around with, and ultimately get the audio you're looking for. Accusonus has kind of taken that guesswork for you and essentially allows you to have one dial to essentially determine what it is you want. There are some secondary options to try to fine-tune a little bit more to your ear's liking, but essentially simplicity is what they're going for. So if you're somebody that does not have time or does not want to dive into the full beast that is audio, then Accusonus might actually be something worth looking into. And without further ado, I want to show you some examples of some audio that I attempted to repair. Now I need to preface this because I want you guys to know like what kind of situation I purposely put the plugins up against. So I was literally walking around with my super cheap action camera that probably has a terrible preamp with a lavalier mic attached into it. So that is what I'm trying to repair. All right guys, so we're gonna see how well the Accusonus can actually clean up a car vlog. And it's a hot summer's day, so you got the windows down, you can hear the cars outside, but yet you still decide that this is the best way to vlog. Alright guys, so we're going to see how well the Accusonus can actually clean up a car vlog. And it's a hot summer's day, so you got the windows down, you can hear the cars outside, but yet you still decide that this is the best way to vlog. Okay, so let's say I am outside vlogging and there is literally a highway over there, so you're probably hearing all sorts of sounds. And let's see how well we can clean up the audio as well as make sure you can hear me clearly. Okay, so let's say I am outside vlogging and there is literally a highway over there, so you're probably hearing all sorts of sounds. And let's see how well we can clean up the audio as well as make sure you can hear me clearly. All right, and here we are in a classic reverby bathroom, so let's see how well Accusonus can clean this up. All right, and here we are in a classic reverby bathroom, so let's see how well Accusonus can clean this up. Salmon salad stinks like socks. Salmon salad stinks like socks. Oh, for Pete's sakes, Bonnie! Oh, for Pete's sakes, Bonnie! And lastly, let's see how well this thing does if I overfeed it too much volume, in which case I'm clipping all over the place. And lastly, let's see how well this thing does if I overfeed it too much volume, in which case I'm clipping all over the place. When it comes to these plugins, they are extremely easy to use with just a single dial in the center for filmmakers that don't want to fuss with a ton of parameters. But if you do need to fine-tune some things, there are secondary adjustments you can make towards the bottom of each module. When it comes to performance, these 4 plugins over here on the left, in my opinion, were the best. I was especially surprised by the reverb remover and how well it did. In general, these 4 are probably the most common ones you're going to use. The plugins that struggled a bit were these 2, which totally makes sense because of how digital files are recorded. There's really not a whole lot you can do with data that doesn't exist when you clip. Which brings me to my major point. These plugins are not magical. First and foremost, you still have to do your job on set and get the best audio you can by having that microphone up close, whether it be a lavalier mic or a shotgun mic. You still have to do your job there. If you try to get audio 20 feet away with the on-camera shotgun mic, it's not going to work. These plugins are not going to just magically save that audio. You still need to do your job. So what's the bottom line here? Is the $120 you spend on these plugins actually worth it? Well, as you heard, it did a pretty good job with that really horrible action camera. In fact, this entire episode has gone through the plugins because right now there's an air conditioning going. The door is open out of this office with 2 box fans out there. Can you actually hear it? All right, boom, and now the plugins are back. So they do a really, really good job out of the gate, and they're super simple to use. But back to the original question. Yes, I believe this is totally worth it, especially if you're a filmmaker that does not want to deal with post-production audio at all. You just want to use this simple plugin, get decent audio, and be done with it. Now, when it comes to more advanced filmmakers that love to tinker or really love to work with audio, then these plugins are probably not for you because you want more finite control and you understand where these controls are. When it comes to that, I would say forget it. It's probably not worth your time because you already have a much deeper understanding of audio. But for people that don't want to deal with it, have no desire to learn, this thing, super easy with great results. And hey, that is it for this episode, everybody. If you want your chance to win this entire bundle suite of audio repair plugins for absolutely free, check out the description, check out the pinned comments, and see how you can enter. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave it down below. I will get to them as fast as I can. And until then, like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys in the next one.